Hello and welcome to my next lesson in the Jungle Beginner's Guide. In this video I'm just going to go over the items you get as a jungler and why you get them. This one's going to be specific for Warwick because there is items that Warwick specifically gets that isn't good for other junglers. So I'll just try and go through them and say why it's good for Warwick and why it's not good for others. So first of all, when you're starting a jungle, the safest thing you can start with is cloth armor and 5 health potions. And with these, you could do your entire clear, and you could still have health potions left over, and you could gank with full health quite easily. Now after that, the main item you want to go for is Wriggles, because with Warwick, it doesn't do that great damage, so you really need something to help him clear the jungle fast and efficient. And Wriggles is really good because it gives armor as well. And if normally they have a bruiser top and an AD bot, sorry, and someone that does attack damage in the jungle as well. So armor is really good. It's not a stat you should really pass up if you've got the opportunity to get it. And it also increases your clear speed. So why would you not get it? So next would be that. Now this is kind of changed recently. Junglers have started to get gold per 5 item. This wasn't how it was before, but it has now. So when you get your first 800 gold or something, say, you'd really need to make a choice. Is it going to be the Heart of Gold, or is it going to be the Philo Stone? If there's a lot of fights happening and things, I would recommend the Heart of Gold because it gives 200 health, and that's actually used in a team fight or in a fight, whereas Philosopher's Stone gives mana regen and health regen, which doesn't really help in fights. I suppose the mana regen is quite good, but it doesn't really help in fights, as I said. So you could either take a choice and get one of them, or the more reasonable choice would be boots. Now your boots will depend on how the game's progressing and what enemies there is. If there's AD enemies, you get Ninja Tabi. If there's 2 AP, you get Mercs. Mercs is also good because it reduces the duration of stuns, slows, fears, taunts, silences, etc. So it's the most efficient magic resist item. It's like tier 1 compared to everything else. It's the best magic resist item you can because it gives the tenacity as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up them. And then we get our gold per 5, so Philo Stone or Heart of Gold, it doesn't really matter because you're going to get the other one anyway. So I'll just take the Philo Stone here, and I'll grab the Heart of Gold as well. Now, from here on, it really depends because you kind of want these 2 items to accumulate their gold, so you don't want to upgrade them right away. But at the same time, they upgrade in really good things. So what items you get from here on out really depend on how the enemies are doing. If they've got really fed APs, you could go for a low tier Spirit Visage that increases your healing on your Q, which is really good to give some magic resist, some health, and cooldown reduction. You really need cooldown reduction on Warwick for that ultimate and for that Q spamming, because the Q is what makes you tanky. It heals for ridiculous amounts. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up one of them. But by this time, you've used all your pots, so they're no longer there. So you get one free spot open just now. I would normally, if the team doesn't already have one, would get a Frozen Heart. Frozen Heart is amazing. The 20% slow on nearby champions is amazing. It just cuts their damage a lot, and like that's the only item that is going to stop Vayne's damage. Vayne with her 2 silver bolts just does ridiculous damage, and this slows her attack speed, so she doesn't even need to be hitting you, and her attack speed slowed, so it mitigates a lot of her damage. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up that. And we come to the end where we just want to upgrade our gold per 5 items, so just Shurelya's and Randuin's. Now Shurelya's is really good on Warwick because, if there's a team fight going on or something like that, or you see an enemy AD carry out position, you could just Shurelya's your whole team, flash to him, and then infinite duress, and that's him locked up for 2 seconds. He can't move for 2 seconds, and that gives your team a chance to position and take him down. Randuin's as well, on the other hand, is an amazing item. It gives you health, armor, HP per 5, cooldown reduction, and when enemies are hitting you, they've got a chance of being slowed. Their movement and their attack speed by 35% for 3 seconds, which is huge. So it really they really shouldn't be shooting you, but if they shoot you, they're going to be punished for it. And the active on it is amazing as well. It just slows, and the AoE, just an amazing item overall. This is probably an example build of Warwick. If the enemy had more AP, you could get rid of your Spirit Visage and get something a bit more reasonable like Guardians. Guardians is really good. Or Banshees, that's not really got anymore. Force of Nature for movement speed, not really great. I'll probably go with the Guardians because it just gives amazing things all over, and plus the revive is amazing. And you just triple pull it up, and that's you ready to kick some ass. There's a lot of items I didn't cover here, like Ionian Spark and things like that. Wit's End, I can cover them in later videos, but this is probably your basic build on Warwick and most supporting junglers. Thanks for watching.